So this is Kickapoo trip 2014.
Live report from Lafarge. As you can see, this beautiful campground. We're the only ones here. Here are the crickets. This where a wonderful voyage begins. Tomorrow morning, we'll head to the Driftless Fly Shop, pick up our flies, go back up to Drifty's, jump on the Kickapoo just north of Wildcat Mountain, meander down, hopefully land on campsite M, and God willing, we'll get up to Rockton Bar for one of their great fish fries or burgers.
Oh yeah,
So
Rockton Bar.
Chucky, you're right. That Rockton Bar is a hell of a place. They usually got live music.
So, is this a tough trip?
Tough. Words like that just kind of brisk away. You know, in a place like this, it's so carefree, and you know we haven't been rushed the whole time, and just be able to really get to breathe that. We're on this hill, and just beautiful.
Yeah.
So signing off. Really we'll see you down the river.
So Camper Bob is going to tell us all about being American in America.
All right, so actually what we're talking about is tipping in America. And
but part of being American is knowing how to tip, right, Camper Bob?
Yeah, tipping, not only tipping, but tipping appropriately in the appropriate situation. And if you're at any kind of bar in a place with a population less than 2,500, or actually anywhere for that, meaning you have to tip at least $1 for every beer, drink, cocktail that you drink. That's standard. That's standard. And if you don't,
so what's that in hillbilly dollars?
No, a dollar's a dollar anywhere, and that's the biggest thing to know. It doesn't matter where you go. If you tip that much, you're going to get service well wherever you go.
That's right.
That's tip number 2 coming back from downtown, and we'll check in with you later. Well, you join us outside of Drifty's Canoe Rental at bridge number 3, and we're doing a pro move. We're eating food, we're getting our gear tight before we hit the river. It's a very rookie move to not be fed and nourished before you hit the trail. It's very important so you can just go for that solid chunk of time before you hit a sandbar, which we're going to do in approximately probably about an hour down the Kickapoo, and just getting ready to enjoy this beautiful day. Chucky, what do you think?
Yeah, Ranger Bob, how was your morning?
Oh, it's a beautiful morning. Waking up, didn't have much bugs, and can't complain. Can't complain.
Good deal.
I'll check in with you later. We are in Lafarge's local tourist information stop. We've got maps and information and brochures about any kind of local organic farms around here. All sorts of different activities. There's some festivals. The 12th annual Bluegrass and Gospel Festival is actually last weekend. No, this weekend. Yeah, we might be able to catch a festival. But anyway, make sure to take advantage of these stops. These are treasure troves of history, information, and a good place to meet other fellow travelers and be able to set up those next adventures that you're going to go to and get to those places that you never even knew about and heard about. So, very important you stop in at these places and get that information.
Thanks, Ranger Bob.
Ain't no problem. I'm the Kickapoo, setting good pace. Our vehicle's downstream. We're in full force, letting the Kickapoo take us down its meandering lines and just soaking in all the beautiful greens and flowers and everything, and making sure to stay hydrated is always important. Anybody with even one eye can see that. So we're going to continue down this wonderful beautiful meandering stream and enjoy this beautiful day.
So we've come across our first waterfall.
Approximate 25-foot drop.
Wow. Hopefully we don't tip. Got all these electronics. Woo! Woo!
We share the river. It's a wonderful place to entertain and get to know your neighbor and hop a squat next to each other.
Share your pee.
Share your pee. Downriver! Downriver! Yeah. The rocks write the stories of the thousands of years of water pushing through this area. All that's left is a little trickle. We get to ride down. These stones tell a story. Every texture, every pine tree, every plant. Hey, checking in from a sandbar here on the Kickapoo River. It's a good idea to stop regularly and make sure you stay hydrated. And if you get a little bit of a drizzle, make sure you have everything covered properly so you can have a dry evening. And also, if you get caught in a little rain, just enjoy it. You know, you're going to be out here for a bit of time. And it's got that.
Do you want to rush down the river?
No, you never want to rush down the river. You never do. You just kind of take it at its own pace. And,
and have some freshies. Always have a beer lined up. Always have a beer, right?
Yeah, that's 101. Absolutely.
101. That's Kickapoo River 101. Yeah. Always have a beer.
It's got to be cold, too.
Cold beer. Got to have that ice.
It's gotta, yeah.
Pay that extra, what was it, $2.50?
Yeah, you got to get that extra bag.
Yep.
And it's totally worth it.
Yep.
So, provisions are key. Proper use of provisions.
All right. Till next time, Ranger Bob.
Sounds good. This is where we get to hang out on the Kickapoo. Feels like we're in a J.R.R. Tolkien novel of some sort, some distant land. Like,
yeah!
Exactly, Chuck. This is fucking awesome.
Ranger Bob, tell us about the mist on the water.
Oh, just a high humidity environment. The water's cooler than the air, so it creates condensation. So we're actually small little rain clouds right above the water, and you can look down stream here, and perfect example of that. You can see the high water mark on the left side here. They must have gotten at least a couple feet higher sometime this season. You can see from the debris up on the shore. But it's always an adventure and always worth the trip.
Is there anybody that drinks on this river?
As long as you don't bring glass, I think any kind of intoxicant is permitted. So no glass. Safety first.
Intoxicated people, eh?
Don't litter. Don't think you're gonna stay dry, because
it's raining right now.
That's for rookies. Like if we had a
know your fucking role.
Yeah, you just go with it and you enjoy it. And
any other tips, Ranger Bob?
Pertaining to what?
I don't know. River travel.
River travel. Always make sure you have safety vests. Usually you like to have at least one extra paddle. We don't, but that's all right because we're semi-pro. And make sure these, canoe tip number one, if you're in the front, the number one rule is if you're in the front, you have your canoe paddle out in front of you and you push off logs and you push off branches and things that come your way. That's your number one job in the front. Not to paddle, but to steer clear from things that the guy in the back can't see. So that's a good thing to remember. And we'll hopefully come up with at least one or two other more canoeing tips. I'm not going to go over formal J-stroke technique, but I am performing it right now.
Damn, Skippy!
So that's
all right. Ranger Bob, anything else?
We'll see you soon.
All right.
We are in Culver's fast food drive-thru, waiting for our food. Contingency is the number one word for a traveler out there. So in a situation, you can always be ready to shift to really maximize those experiences. we found ourselves in a situation this afternoon where it got a little moist out there, so we decided to go find some good food. We actually couldn't put a fire together because it's so wet, so it just worked out just right that this is where the Culver's is at, and here's our food.
Double mushroom and Swiss basket with